What's going on, everyone? It's time for a micro budget creature feature film review. Today, we're going to talk about a film called Dogman. It was released by Brower Productions November 6th, 2012. Produced by Kim Eckstein and written and directed by Richard Brower, who also would go on to do Dogman 2, The Wrath of the Litter. He's also done like Undaunted, The Early Life of Josh McDowell, Dead Rise, and Frozen Stupid. But yeah, so Dogman is a creature feature, sort of. This is like a horror comedy. There's a husband and wife living in a rural community, and some weird things are happening around their house. And some teens keep stealing their snowmobiles, and then someone steals his bow. But then later, as the teens continue on with their antics, something attacks them, and they're not sure what it was in the forest. And then as the cop and all of them start realizing when more attacks start happening, they realize something might be a little bit off. And the husband, who has a sneaking suspicion that it might be like a dogman creature, tries to convince the town that it's that, and because he's seen it and stuff, and yeah, and he has this really stern idea that that's what's happening, and he sets out to try to prove it with the sheriff. This is a fun, entertaining, micro budget horror comedy. There's a lot of amusing scenes in it and stuff. With it, it's very basic in general though for like a creature feature. It has your werewolf sort of like atmosphere and tropes and stuff, but it does have a good comedic side and amusing side to it, where it doesn't take itself seriously sometimes, and like when you see like the dog man in like in the rearview mirror and stuff, it's very hokey and stuff like that, but obviously it's meant to be more fun than freaky and scary. And I really enjoyed that. It was definitely way more offbeat than I was expecting it to be, but it made it way more enjoyable for how minimal you get to see the dog man. You definitely hang out with the characters a lot, and they're pretty well written characters in this film. I was really impressed with that, and I found it to be way more amusing when and more jarring when something aggressive happens to it. And that now the acting in the film's okay. It's like middle of the road. Some of them were good, some parts weren't that good, and like with the special effects being so minimal, and yeah, just working on letting the actors put their all into it and stuff. It was actually a pretty unique type of film. Now, I'm going to classify this as a creature feature, even though you don't really see the creature very much. It's all more done in your head, and with like very little that they actually show, which is very unique and different in a way. I kind of like it when movies do that sometimes, and yeah, they don't overshow the creature or anything like that, and at all, and yeah. But if you do not like the characters, the movie won't work for you. But clearly, it had some sort of fan base because they came out with a sequel like 2 years later, and yeah, so it ended up working well, I guess, to make a sequel. But yeah, it's an actually pretty amusing film. There's not much to it. It's your typical, uh, there might be some creature on the loose and a guy trying to convince other people that it's there, but they do it with more comedic sense with some hokey stuff mixed in just for laughs and entertainment value, and it works pretty well. And now, by all means, this is not the greatest movie out there, so I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5 because I thought it was so amusing and stuff. Even with such minimal stuff is in it, some people may find it boring, but for me, I thought this one was pretty entertaining. So, yeah, Dogman gets a 3 out of 5 for me. There's a trail link down below, which won't do it any justice. It makes it look 10 times worse. Link down below if you want to check it out. Also, if you want to check out my Instagram, that's linked down below. That's where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. You should have the film title hashtag, so join the film in the hashtag so you're aware of it. And also, my Letterbox is down below at Therapy Reviews. That's where I post my first documentary after watching the film. So follow me on those two platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share some more people, wherever. Comment your opinions of the film down below. Yeah. See, now let me know if you want me to do the sequel too in the future, or if you have any other films or film franchise in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on in the future as well, comment those down below. Try my hardest to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. But yeah, and make sure you subscribe because hopefully we'll find something weird, obscure, and on somewhat like this that you probably never thought of checking out together. And so you can hear my opinions on classic films as well. Newer films coming out and reviews on other things. And don't forget to ring that bell because I got one more weird cheesy slasher film to check out. Hopefully it's interesting. We'll see. And called The Eves. So that'll be the next review. And then I might actually go into more cheesy Roger Corman stuff I'm thinking after that. So make sure you ring the bell so you get find more weird obscure movies to check out because I got a lot more coming. So yeah, but that's it for this one. Watch out for all those dogmen in your area lurking around your area attacking the locals, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.